దాంట్లో సార్ మనకు
ఒక్క నిమిషం. స్టాండర్డ్ బాటమ్ అప్ కరెక్టే.
అవును సార్.
ఇదేంటిది నాకు తెలియదు. ఇది
అదే సార్ నిన్న ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూ చూశాను సార్. అదే
పీరియాడిక్ లో కూడా ఉందా? ఎస్, స్టాండర్డ్ బాటమ్ అప్.
వైటీడీలో లేదనుకుంటా సార్.
వైటీడీ ఇన్పుట్ లో కూడా ఉంది, అన్నిట్లో ఉంది స్టాండర్డ్ బాటమ్ అప్ అని, స్టాండర్డ్ టార్గెట్. ఇది కొత్తది సార్, నాకు కూడా తెలియదు, నేను ఇప్పుడే చూశాను ఇది.
ఎస్ సార్, నేను ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూ చూసాను సార్.
లాస్ట్ టైం వర్షన్లో లేదు ఇది.
అవునండి సార్.
నేను ఒకసారి నేను చేస్తాను, నేను కనుక్కుంటానులేండి.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
నేను కనుక్కొని చెప్తాను.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
అంటే మాటికి చేంజ్ అవుతుంది అది.
అవునండి. ఎస్ సార్.
Right. So today we'll start with scenario dimension. Put heading scenario dimension. So just give me 1 second. Let me open the smart view. You all can hear my voice clearly, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I'm connecting to the smart view. Right. So scenario dimension. See, this actual, there is no FCCS underscore actual, but still it is a system defined member. See, you cannot delete this one, right? You can delete budget, you can delete forecast, you can delete variance, but not actual, since it is a system defined member. So some of the members which did not start with FCCS underscore, they are also system defined members. Okay, when I edit this one, you can see name, description, alias table, alias. Okay, start year, start period, end year, end period. So in HFM, what is the first step of process management? Anyone? What is the first step of process management?
HFM admin will open the period.
HFM admin will open the period and he will start the process, correct? So here there is no such opening of periods. So directly here to enter the data, right? Every month they have to start the period like this. See, FI 15 January end, right? FI 27 December. If I put like this, okay, I put instead of January, I put February. What happens? January period is closed now. We cannot enter data for January. See, save. Done. For this one, you don't need to refresh the database because it is every month activity, right? So come here. So here, right click, you can take start year. Scenario start year. See, this is the grid created. Now click on ad hoc analysis, console, reuse. See, can I enter January data now? It is not possible. See, scenario dimension here, actual, I put it as actual, budget. No need to refresh the database. Similar to starting the process management in HFM, right? So once again, see, even in budget also, I am not able to enter the data because this is January, February, March, FI 15, right? Come here, go to budget. What is the start year here? 2022. Now click on edit, put it as FI 15. Save. Now come here and refresh the database. I may refresh the sheet. See, you can enter data for January, February, March. Clear? So every month, right? You can change this according to your process management reporting cycle. Clear? That is called start year, end year, etc. You understood, right? So next, remaining everything we never use in FCCS. So you can leave default, okay? Only we use the start year, start period, end year, end period. Right? Right. Next. This is scenario. Very, very simple. Sorry. I told you, right? This include big balance as time period. So big balance we don't use in FCCS. It is used for only EPBCS. Enabled for approvals, yes, we use it one. So what is meant by approvals? I told you, right? We'll start the process and then we'll submit the data. We will review the data and then we'll submit the data and then we approve the data and then we log the data. So yes, enable for approvals is nothing but process management. So if you want, you can enable, otherwise you can always ignore. Remaining everything leave default, okay? We never touch this one. So this is called scenario dimension, very, very simple. Next we'll go to product dimension. So by default they'll give product, no product. See, this no product is also a system defined member. You cannot delete this C. It is nothing but none. Next, total product. Under total product, yes, you can always create your products, hardware, software. So laptops, we'll edit this. So none, I mean name, description, alias table, alias. Data storage will always be never share. Write down. Product dimension. You have to write notes for this product dimension. Data storage should always be never share. Data storage should always be never share. Second, plan type. Plan type. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, you can put anything. So what is this? If you put addition, what happens? If you put subtraction, what happens? If you put multiplication, what happens? If you put division, what happens? So I have given you a grid. So come here, go to, you can write down refer console prod grid. Refer console prod grid. See? Click on ad hoc analysis and then console and then reuse the, so laptops. So this is the product term hierarchy, right? So I'll put it as 0. Okay. See here I have given a separate hierarchy here. You can see. Cancel this. So product M hierarchy is nothing but metadata hierarchy. So for addition, I put addition. Right? Okay. For subtraction, I put subtraction. For multiply, I put multiply divided by percentage and ignore. Okay, so never I did not put. Never we will discuss in account dimension, not here. Okay. So remaining everything add, subtract, multiply, divide by percentage and ignore. So what do you mean by ignore here? Add means it will add to its parent, correct? Ignore. So I'll first enter some amount in ignore, 100. So when I click on submit, see, it will not roll up to its parent. It will simply ignore. Right? It will simply ignore. It did not roll up to its parent M hierarchy, correct? So when I put add here, will it roll up to its parent or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Please tell.
Yes, sir.
So it will not add now. See, if I put 100 in the add, it did not roll up to its parent. Why? Because we have multiplication also, right? 100 into 0. So it did not add. So here I put 1. Divided by, I put 1. I put 1. Now, when I click on submit, now it, you see? Then, see, it added as 10,000, see? Why 10,000? Because this is the formula I have given here. 100 into, D21 divided by B22, sorry, yeah. See this 100, right? Divided by, when you put 100, it is 100 here. So 100 divided by 1 into 100, so 10,000. Clear? So if I put here as, now if I put some 500 here, what happens? Now see, submit. So there is a formula behind that one. See, in live we know we don't use multiply and divided by, but still, right? See, now see what it is showing. 500 minus 1. So here see, this is the formula now. Clear? And this is the formula. So it is the behavior. Now this is the last final result. Clear? So whatever you put, I have given you the formula, you can check. So simply just by adding, if you don't have this this hierarchy, right, then automatically this 100 will add as 100 only. But when you put multiply, divide by and percentage, then automatically the calculations will change. And what is the formula here? This is the formula I have given you, right? So whatever you change the members, you will see it here. So if I put it as 2 here, And when I submit, you will see 20,000. See? Then if I put 100, what happens here? See? Now 400. 500 minus 100 is simply 400. Clear? Everybody understood, yes or no? So this is the behavior of addition, subtraction, multiply, divide by, percentage and ignore. Ignore means it will ignore. We use it in account dimension as well as product dimension also. So there is one more member called never. See, when I edit this one, there is one more member called never. This never, right? We'll discuss in account dimension. I have created a separate grid for that one. We'll discuss what is that never. There is a difference between never and ignore. Okay, ignore means it will not roll up to its parent. Never means it will not roll up to its parent across the all dimensions. Ignore means ignore will work only for this particular dimension, whereas never will work for all dimensions. Clear? So the difference we'll see in account dimension. So this is called product dimension. Remaining everything is leave default. We never touch any other thing. So all these things, right? We never touch. So any doubts in product dimension? Again, in product dimension also you can use UDA. Regularly you can create your own UDA and you can use that one. Simple.
Sir, in HFM, as we are having attribute, these are also the attribute of FCCS dimension, sir.
No, in HFM also we use this. What is this one? Node attribute, right?
Yes.
In HFM, for the same product dimension, you can see, go to management data, open, see, when you go to product dimension, means custom dimension, here you see node attribute. So this is for count of products, it is 0, means it will not roll up. If you put
1 means it will roll up.
add means 1, minus 1 means subtract, right?
Sir, -1 if we'll put means what will happen?
Minus 1 means it will subtract. See,
Okay.
0 means it will not, 1 means it will add, it will roll up to its parent, correct?
Yes, sir.
0 means it will not roll up, means ignore. Minus 1 means subtract.
Yes, sir.
That's
Sir,
it.
in HFM, these attributes are there like in product. In FCS, those are the attributes, sir.
Yes, in FCCS, this is console type is. The same thing in FCCS, we call it as console type, plan type console, okay?
Yes, yes.
Right, this is called product dimension. Product dimension also very, very easy. So, how many dimensions completed so far? Currency is completed, right? Data source is completed, multi-gap is completed, period is completed, product is completed, scenario is completed, view completed, years completed. So intercompany, right? Intercompany, we don't touch this one. So no intercompany, and intercompany entities, I told you, right? Whatever the entity is, you select as is ICP attribute. All those companies will become as ICP underscore Japan. This is all completed. So what are the remaining dimensions? Account dimension, consolidated dimension, and then movement dimension. 3 dimensions are left, right? Yes, these 3 are very, very important. So these 3, all the attributes, right? They are related to account only. Clear? So account dimension. Right? First we will discuss about all these members. So this M hierarchy and P hierarchy I have created. So when you expand the M hierarchy, see, you see many members. All these members I have created for your learning purpose. So all these are mistakes actually. So what happens if I put addition? What happens if I put store? What happens if we put dynamic, etc. Everything, right? What is this never share? Store, never share, etc. etc. All these things I intentionally created this for our understanding purpose. Okay. So first thing is system accounts. See, what is the system accounts? Write down. You can write down each and everything in accounts. Put heading account dimension. First, FCCS underscore system account. FCCS underscore system accounts. This is used for This is used for calculation status. Calculation status. Second point, we never touch. When I say we never touch, it means there is no need to touch this one. When you click on edit button, see what happens when I click on calculation status. When I click on edit button, see everything is grayed out. So what is this calculation status? When you go to data, right, you can see the calculation status, right, whether it is impacted or this is data status. So here it will show all the, whenever you enter the data, system changed means somebody has entered the data here. I mean, right here, impacted means somebody has entered the data. Actually, it should be no data right here. So we entered data in February, March, and Jan. After entering the data, right, we changed the metadata also. So that is the reason it is showing as system change. So to calculate this, to show the data status in data status grid, they use some rules, right? All those rules are written with these members. Calculation status, okay? Clear? Everyone clear? Yes or no? So next,
సార్ ఇది కూడా సిస్టమ్ డిఫైన్డ్,
exchange.
ఇది కూడా సిస్టమ్
Sorry,
డిఫైన్డే కదా సార్?
in sir?
ఇది కూడా సిస్టమ్ డిఫైన్డే ఇవన్నీ కూడా, ఈ రెండు
Yes,
కూడా.
yes, system defined. If whenever whatever you see FCCS underscore, you cannot delete that. See, you cannot do anything with that one. System defined, system defined. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now next, exchange rates. So before discussing exchange rates, here you see exchange rates, entered exchange rates system members. So before starting this one, I have a question for all of you. How many cubes are there in FCCS? How many cubes are there in FCCS?
Ten, sir?
Pepal.
10,
Sorry?
11, I think.
I am not asking about dimensions. I am asking about cubes. How many cubes FCCS have?
Two, sir. Two.
What are those?
ASO, BSO.
No.
Kada.
Yes, we have console cube and rates cube.
Okay, okay.
So go to here, overview and cubes. Right? How many cubes we have?
2.
Console and rates cubes.
Okay. And whether it is ASO cube or BSO cube, if in interviews if they ask you what is FCCS cubes, ASO or BSO?
ASO, sir.
No, you can say hybrid. Okay. Previously
Hybrid.
it was only BSO, but now
Ante, sir, here we are using BSO cubes, sir.
correct. Previously we use FCC is completely based on BSO cubes.
Present also
Hybrid, combination of ASO and BSO. Okay.
combination of ASO and BSO.
Hybrid.
Hybrid is the combination of ASO and the BSO cubes. Sir, what is the full form of ASO and BSO?
ASO and BSO, even I don't know. 1 minute, let me Google it. So that is S-based concepts, right? So 1 minute, ASO and BSO cubes. Just give me 1 second.
Sir, what is the meaning, sir, for ASO?
Meaning, I don't know.
Combination of cubes ASO and BSO, I think. మీరు ఇందాక అన్నారు కదా కాంబినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ASO and BSO ఆర్ ద క్యూబ్స్ అనేసి.
Hybrid cube.
హైబ్రిడ్ క్యూబ్స్.
1 minute. Let me Google it, whether it is ASO or
storage
what is
option,
ASO and what is BSO.
aggregate
See,
storage.
you need not learn S-based, entire S-based concepts, okay? Hey, internet is not working, why?
Sir, ASO stands for aggregate storage option, sir.
Aggregate storage, yes, block storage option, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Correct. ASO and BSO. ASO means aggregate storage option, BSO means block storage option, yes. So here BSO cubes typically contain fewer dimensions than aggregate storage. ASO will have more dimensions.
Numeric.
ASO cubes can perform numerous complex calculations. So complex calculations are not possible in FCCS now. Okay,
Sir,
I
is
told
there
you
any
right.
cubes concept in HFM, sir?
Sorry,
Cubes concept in HFM?
there is no cube concept in HFM. HFM is a subcube management. Okay, there is no cubes in HFM. Complete. It's a single database.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, you can leave this one, but here we have two cubes, right? Console cube and rates cube. So, while working, when do we use rates cube? We never touch this rates cube, not even one time also. So, whatever the rates you enter in console cube, that will be copied to the rates cube. So, here when you go to data and when you go to exchange rates, right? Here you see exchange rates multi-period, exchange rates single period, exchange rates. What is this exchange rates? System computed exchange rates means when you enter the rates from rates in console cube, that will be copied to the rates cube automatically from the backend. So when I open this multi-period, see, you can see, right? See, here we enter the data. Automatically these rates will be copied to here. System defined computer rate, computed exchange rate. See, it is grayed out. See, you cannot edit this one. Now we'll go to the dimension account and we'll see, right? See, now exchange rates. Here you see average rate and ending rates. When I edit this one, what is the cube here? Console cube. Okay, same, cancel this one. Now when I go to entered exchange rates, here see, we'll enter the exchange rates. Here also source cube is rates. Clear? Cancel this. So here when you exchange rate system defined. So these are used for backend calculation. See again, it is source cube is rates. So exchange rates, entered exchange rates, and then exchange rate system members. Now we enter the rates here in average and ending, and then it will be copied to average rate, entered exchange rates with the help of source rate, target rate, source rate, target rate. See source rate. What is the rate here? Rates, target rates. See, rates cube, right? So based on this one, they will write a rule file to copy the rates from console cube to rates cube. Clear? It is everything is backend mechanism. You cannot even see the logic what they have written. Okay, simple backend mechanism. So you need not worry about this all these exchange rates, but it is always better to understand what is happening. You understood, right? So when you go to data and when you see multi-period and single period, it's up to you whether you want a multi-period or single period. And then when you enter the data and when you save, previously you have to refresh the rates cube. But in current version, you don't need to refresh the rates cube also. Automatically, when you click on save button, automatically the data will be copied from console cube to rates cube. Clear? So exchange, this is called exchange rates. Now we'll go to historical accounts. So these are used for override, rate override and amount override. These are used for write down. Exchange rates you have written, right? Exchange rates. There are three types: exchange rates, entered exchange rates, exchange rate system defined members. Exchange rates. This is write down. Entered exchange rates. Sorry, first exchange rates. Exchange rates. This is related to console cube. First point, this is related to console cube. Exchange rates. This is related to console cube. Second point, we enter the exchange rates here. we enter the exchange rates here. Just give me 1 second. We'll go to data and we'll go to exchange rates single period. Okay. Here you can see from USD, from INR 2 3. So just give me 1 second. Okay, January FI15 is grayed out. Why everything is grayed out? Okay, I have a small doubt here. We'll go to dimensions, scenario dimension.
మీరు జనవరి ఫిబ్రవరి పెట్టారు కదా సార్ ఇక్కడ యాక్చువల్లో.
Yeah, we'll January FI15 and January 27. Okay, save. Yes. We'll go to data. Now we'll go to exchange rate single period. Right. So yes, I can enter the data now. So here you see all these are from currencies, and your target currency is USD. When you put single period, right? See, you can see euro, etc. So we always use multi-period only. Multi. So here what I can see is my currency is USD from currency to every month. So regularly we enter the data here. So when I click on this options, no edit. I want to show you what is so 1 minute. How do I check that one? So form designer, we'll go to form designer. See, this is rates cube. So we always enter the rates in rates cube. Okay, write down that point, right? We enter the rates in rates cube. It will be copied to console cube. We enter the rates in rates cube. Okay, this is rates cube, right? Okay, I'm closing this one.
సార్ మనం కన్సోల్లో రాస్తే రేట్స్కి కాపీ అవుతాయి కదా సార్.
కాదు రేట్స్లో రాస్తే కన్సోల్ కాపీ అవుతాయి అమ్మా. సో హియర్ సి entered system computed rates. So again we'll go to design mode of this one. Okay, it is also rates cube. So 1 minute. So we'll see what is this local exchange. Local exchange rates, it is, they have not given this permission. Okay, even though administrator we can, means it is still 1 minute, open this.
సార్ మనం అసలు రేట్స్ క్యూబే యూజ్ చేయం కదా సార్.
Rates cube only for entering the rates, that's it. Okay, మనం దాంతో అసలు సంబంధమే లేదు మనకి. We never touch that one. So okay, write down. We enter the rates in rates cube and it will be copied to console cube. It will be copied to console cube from backend. Okay, from backend. Next.
Sir, can you repeat the point once again, sir?
We enter the rates in rates cube. We enter the rates in rates cube. You can write down the name of the grid. Exchange rates single period and multi period. Exchange rates single period and multi period. And it will be copied to console cube. and it will be copied to console cube. See what it is actually, this is console cube, right? So when you enter the exchange rates, entered exchange rates, right, from here entered exchange rates to exchange rates console cube, it will be copied. Okay, right. Next, entered exchange rates. Entered exchange rates, first point, it is rates cube. See, it is rates cube. Here we enter the exchange rates. Here we enter the exchange rates. Then it will be copied to console cube. Then it will be copied to console cube. Next, and exchange rate system members. Exchange rate system members. This is also rates cube. Sorry, ఎవరో mute పెట్టుకోవాలి sir. Then it is copied to, okay, and sorry, exchange rate system members. These are used in rules. These are used in rules. This is also rates cube. Okay, see, you can see source cube is rates. These are used in rules. That's it. So these three are exchange rates, entered exchange rates, and exchange rate system members.
Sir,
Yeah.
what is the difference between exchange rate single period and multi-period?
Multi-period means you can enter the rates for all the periods. For example, if you are loading a rates for budget, right? You have to load it for all months, right? So you cannot keep on changing the month. So here, if you are using a budget, simply go to this multi-period and then see whether all the rates are entered at a time or not. See, from January to December you can see. If it is a single period, if it is actual data, every month we load. So you can use single period here. It will show only January. See, correct?
సార్
Clear?
ఇది ఒక ఫామ్
Yes.
అనుకోవచ్చా? ఇది జస్ట్ మనం క్రియేట్ చేసిన ఒక ఫామ్, ఇది సింగిల్ పీరియడ్ మల్టీ పీరియడ్ అని.
Correct. It's a form. By default, it will come. You need not create it. In HFM, you have to create the form
ఓకే.
manually, but here it is automated. Clear? Right. So, next. Historical accounts. Rate override and amount override. Write down. Historical accounts. FCCS _ historical accounts. You can write these two, rate override and amount override. Okay, I'll tell you. This is used for, write down, this is used for CTA. This is used for CTA, cumulative translation adjustments. This is used for CTA, cumulative translation adjustments. Second point, second point, it is also called historical overrides. It is also called historical overrides or dollar override. DOLLAR, dollar override. Next point, there are two types of overrides. Next point, there are two types of overrides. First one, rate override. Second one, amount override. There are two types of overrides. First one, rate override. Second one, amount override. Okay, which one will we use? As per the client requirement, we use either rate override or amount override. You can write any one, we will use any one of the method. We can use any one method. We can use any one method. So here, see, this is something a functional concept. Okay. So somebody who wants to go for functional, right? I have given you one interview questions here. So INT, right? This Excel sheet, you might be having this Excel sheet. In this one, I have given a complete functional things. So if anyone from MCOM background or CA background, right? In interviews, if they ask, you can answer this one. See, here I have given the list of all the IFRS accounting statements, right? Here you can see IFRS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just headings. So some differences between IFRS and GAAP. For example, IFRS 13 fair value assessments, right? What is this intangible assets? How do we recognize in US GAAP and how do we recognize in IFRS? You need not read all this, okay? The people who are from functional background, right? If they are from CA, CWA, 100%, they can always say that, yes, I know all functional concepts. I know all accounting standards. So this is called CTSC. Currency translation adjustments or cumulative translation adjustments, and this is called overrides. Actually in HFM we have to write this rule, sub translations, right? We have to write this rule, but in FCCS it is automated. Clear? In FCCS it is completely automated. You need not write any rule. Only thing is you have to give the rate, that's it. So for that one, here write down last point. In data forms, there is a write down, there is a system defined data form override rates. There is a system defined data form override rates. Here either I enter the rate or amount, rate override or amount override. Automatically system will calculate that one. Okay. Everyone clear? Yes or no?
ఇది ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తాం సార్ ఇది ఓవర్ రేట్
సరే ఇప్పుడు now where do we use it? What is the example for this one? You can see this one, investment in subsidiaries and common stock, right? So some of the accounts, right, when you translate these accounts, you cannot use average rate and you cannot use ending rate also. You have to use historical rates. For examples, write down examples for overrides. Example, first one is investment in subsidiaries, second one is common stock. Examples, investment in subsidiaries, common stock. Okay, now can I create any other account? Yes or no? Tell me. So we'll do one thing, right? So we'll go to FCCS underscore common stock. So go to dimensions. So expand balance sheet, expand traditional approach, expand equity, expand total equity, expand my owner's equity, expand common stock. Now click on this edit button. Now you can see here account type equity, variance report, everything, the exchange rate type. Here normally for all other accounts, right, you put either average or ending. By default it will come. But only specific accounts, whenever you put historical amount override, automatically see now we will create another account, right? So here I'll put it as valid intersection. I'll create as add sibling. So my OVERRID override account. Okay, what did I do? My override account. So automatically when I put this one in alias and when I change this my account type, see expense, what is the average rate it is showing? Exchange rate, what it is showing? Average. Did I do anything? No. When I change it to account type as asset, what happens? Ending rate. See, it is automatically changing. So unlike HFM, in HFM, right, see, you have to mention here in the application settings, you have to mention whether average rate or ending all balance sheet items, end of the month rate, all flow accounts average rate, correct? But in FCCS it is automated. Whatever you take, expense, revenue, see average rate, expense average rate, so asset ending rate, liability automatically ending rate,
రాంబాబు ఉన్నట్టు.
Sorry, sir, we are not able to hear you.
Sir, it is not audible and not visible also.
స్టక్ అయినట్టుంది. రవి స్టక్ అయినట్టుంది.
Maybe stuck అయ్యుండొచ్చు, అది mostly.
ఎగ్జిట్ యా.
India has achieved a landmark of 100. మీరు డయల్ చేస్తున్న నంబర్ ప్రస్తుతం
ఇంటర్నెట్ పోయిందంట రవి సార్ చెప్పారు. హీ లాస్ పవర్ గోన్ ఇట్ సిమ్స్.
Yeah, I also thought like that only.
దట్ ఈస్ ద వే.
We'll wait for 5 minutes like.
Yeah, you all can hear my voice now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So, if power is gone, I'm in new house, so that is the issue. So, Your TV screen now?
The voice is breaking.
Can you see my screen?
No, sir, no.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Something happened. Somebody has shared their screen. I am unable
No, sir. Now it is.
to.
So now
Now it
we
is.
can
Now
see,
we
sir,
can.
but it is slow actually.
But yeah, okay, okay, 1 minute. Yes, I can see now. Now is my voice also clear?
Yes, sir. Both the audio and video both are clear.
Yes.
So I have created amount order, right? I will create another account called.
Sir, we lost your
Just give me
voice.
1 second. I'll call this. Yeah, I'm creating another account.
Okay.
That is sibling. So here I'll put it as rate override. Okay. So I'll put it as instead of amount, I'll put RAT. My amount override, my rate override. Okay. So alias I'll put it as my rate override, and it should be either asset or liability, whatever you want, or equity, whatever you want. I'll put it as equity, but the ending rate, right? I'll put it as rate override. That's it, right? So it should be never share. Yes, go to formulas again. It should be never share.
Sir, it is getting stuck, sir.
Yes.
It is getting stuck.
What is doing?
Your voice is breaking
Sir, your
and
voice
is
breaking, sir.
getting stuck.
Yes, sir. Little bit breaking, sir. Voice.
Okay, just give me 1 second. So meanwhile, I'm refreshing the database. Okay. Yeah, please mute everyone. Just give me 1 second. Meanwhile, I'll join again. Right. So business rule failed to execute. What is that rule? So just give me 1 second. We have to go to rules. Is there any rule written here? Okay, there is no rule.
అంటే క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను, క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను.
Which rule is stopping?
వాటరా పెడతా. ఇంకా శిరీష క్లాస్ వస్తాను నేను ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్లో.
One minute. So it might be because we have created a currency, right? So go to dimensions, go to currency dimension, input currencies. Did we create? Yes, this TRY, this is causing the error. So delete that one. Yes. Now we'll refresh the database. It should refresh. This is the only change we did, right? Okay. Again, business rule failed. To execute C job console. Just give me 1 second. Again jobs. Again refresh. Sorry. Yes.
రఘు ఏం రిప్లై ఇవ్వలేదేనా ఈరోజు డ్రాప్ అవుతాం లేదా అని? ఓకే పెట్టారు. ఓకే పెట్టారు.
Okay.